Hi everyone, I'm Stephanie Hager and I teach kindergarten at Kinder Elementary School, and this is your 5 good minutes on Seesaw. It's a website that I use during online learning, during remote learning. So if you're anything like me, March rolled around, all this craziness started happening, and you're constantly stressing, how am I going to meet the needs of my students? I was always stressing, am I doing too much for them? Am I not doing enough? How do I know that they're learning? So I did a lot of soul searching and a lot of blog searching, and I ran across this website called Seesaw. What Seesaw is, it allows me to assign activities to my students and I get to have them respond to me in various ways. So this here, you can see this is my online dashboard for Seesaw. I uploaded all of my students' names. And so you can see them out to the side. And then I sent my parents a learning code. It looks like this. It shows them how to log in, which app to use. Seesaw actually has 2 apps, the class app and the family app. I'm not sure about the family app. I haven't had the chance to use it, but I think it's similar to Dojo where you can like message or send events, kind of things like that. But this one's Seesaw Class. Again, it shows them that I'm a student and here's their online learning code that they need to push in. That way they can submit things to me. So I can, this is my dashboard, I go to add, assign activity. You have 2 choices. You have your community or the My Library. The My Library is something that you'll use as you start to like assign activities or like activities. You can keep them here in the library, kind of similar to Pinterest. That way you have them in one area instead of searching for them all the time. The community is where you can find user uploaded videos and assignments on literally everything. So you can search by grade level. You can search by subject. And you can search here in the search engine. If you look on the main page, you can see these are things popular in kindergarten because that's what I teach. So you could assign these as well. So at the beginning of kindergarten, we were working on CVC words. So here I am. I'm in the search bar doing the CVC words. And it gives me all these user uploaded activities, things that are already there, and they're all free. The number one thing why I love this website. It saved me a lot of work, and it's all free. Didn't have to buy anything. So I went through a lot of these, found one that I really liked. You can see here it has the pink heart because it's in the My Library part. What the students had to do, they had to read the word and then match these words on the outside and then submit it to me. So let me show you what that looks like on my part. The students complete it at home and then they submit it to me. It'll show up on my page, usually here where the alert is, and it'll say that you have one unapproved item. So let me scroll down to one of my kiddos that I had permission to look at their things, or have you guys look at their things. And let me show you what it looks like. So the student was able to match the word and the picture. So this one's just a simple one where it's basically like a screenshot. And it does all the work. When they press that submit button, it shows exactly what they've had on their screen. But the kids can also do different things like let me do this one. They can write on the screen and it shows me their screenshot there as well. So they had to count all these things out here, all the beach items, and graph it. They can also submit videos of them manipulating the things on the screen. So I sent a link to my students about the 3 little pigs. They had to listen and watch the story, and then they needed to retell it. So this is a user uploaded activity already. So I didn't do any work except assign it. So here's what my student did.
Make a house. One little pig out of straw.
So you'll see they start to manipulate the items. They click on it and they drag it. So you'll see here, this is the beginning of the story.
Then the other one wanted to make his house out of sticks.
So you can see that my students are retelling the story using those items. So it makes me know that I can see that they know what they know, see that they have learned, and I can hear what they've learned as well. It could also just be vocal. Here he is. He's going to be using the tens column to count by tens.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60.
And then they could also show videos of themselves showing what they know. So for example, here is, let me do this one. Here's my buddy Parker. I assigned the book Rainbow Fish, and he needed to tell me the beginning, middle, and end.
First people asked for its fins. He said no.
So it's really nice to be able to see their faces and hear what they've learned, just like we would in class. So like I said, you're up here with the add button and assign activity. And you could assign any of them. Here's the rainbow fish one that I was just showing you. This is something that I actually created. I can show you real quick how to create them. So let me go to edit. So when you go to create new, you put activity name, call it Rainbow Fish, and my student instructions. Well, in kindergarten, my kids just can't read these instructions yet. So there's two awesome features. So here where you see the two colons and the word mic in between, that's actually going to be a visual of a microphone so they know that they're going to have to record. I also have my verbal instructions down here. So when they see this, they would press play. Listen to the Rainbow Fish. Then think about what happened. So it just has me reading the instructions. And then I attached a link to a YouTube video. So they are sent directly to the YouTube video. They listen to the story, they watch the story, and they come back and do their activity of recording themselves, what happens in the beginning, the middle, and the end. Discard, yeah, I don't want to change, or I don't want to move any of that. So like you can see, there's tons of different options for this. And then, so once I'm ready to assign it, I press assign. Here's my class. I have my 19 students. I can edit my students and the skills. So maybe I want to do my whole class. Maybe I just want to do one kiddo. This time, I'm just going to do my whole class. And then I would go check my check mark up here. I could press schedule. If you press schedule, you can say, I want it to be sent to my students at 8 a.m. on Monday the 1st. This one, I want it to be sent at 8 a.m. on Tuesday the 1st. So you can schedule when your students are assigned these. So this is kind of like what I did on my planning on the weekends. I just went ahead and scheduled all of them. That way, once the week hits, I don't have to assign anything. And then I press here, assign to class. I'm not going to assign it because my students have already seen this. So that's just a quick run through of Seesaw, and my biggest takeaway from this was that it's free. There is a paid feature. You do get 90 days for free, but if you do want to use that scheduling feature, there's it's called Seesaw Premium, so you would have to pay for it. But just the features, you get all of those user uploaded things for free. The free one's just amazing. It saves me time. It saves me effort. It makes me engage with my students more because I can see what they're learning. I can send feedback. So here, let me shrink me down just a little bit so I can show you one more thing. So if I want to do feedback, if I go over here to back to class and they send something to me, let me go down. Sorry, I just thought that popped in my head so I can show you this. I can press, once they send this to me, I can like it like you would like on social media, or I can comment. When it's sent to me, I can also have the send back feature. So for example, if one of my students had questions like 1, 2, and 3 incorrect, I'd comment, hey, check on 1, 2, and 3, check your work, and I'd send it back. That way they can show it to me again and have correct answers. One of the other things that you can do is if you press print PDF, a PDF is created of all the work that they've submitted on Seesaw. So it's kind of like their portfolio. It shows me here, this is Parker's. The day that I downloaded this was the 12th, and it has each and every activity that they've completed on Seesaw. So you're probably thinking, well, why do I want the video? Well, you can use your QR code right here to show you, okay, this is what Parker learned during that video about the rainbow fish. Here, he had all the short U letter words correct. So I know that he's probably mastered that or getting close to it. So it's just a really nice breakdown of all the learning that he's done as well. So like I said, there is a paid feature, but the free things are absolutely amazing. Again, it saves me time, effort. It increases my student engagement. I get to see my kids. I get to hear my kids, and it's not just in a Google Classroom, Google Meet kind of thing. I actually get to see what they're learning. If you have any questions, again, my name's Stephanie Hager. It's Hager at Miamisburg, that whole thing. If you need anything, let me know. I'm a huge advocate for it, and I absolutely love it. I hope you guys are going to enjoy your summer, and maybe I'll see you in the fall. Not sure, but hopefully I do. Have a great day.